banging. I just got to post the link for you guys. Post in the link. All right, there I am. And there we go. Beautiful. And then the link goes here. Talking. Oops. Talking lineups and strategy and just good old NBA. We're live. Boom. And then did that take you there? Does it work? It does work. All right, we're live, boys and girl. There was one girl. Camos cost money. This is way different. There will probably be a subscription at some point. This is the beta. And I'm on. Please put questions on YouTube. Hard to go back and forth. All right. So I don't know if anyone is here as of right now. That is R2D2. That's my. Sup, Jerry Jones? What you doing, buddy? We're talking lineups. Please subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to my comedy channel, which is Choke on Funny, one word. And I'm ready. I'm ready for all your questions here. Last night was something. So I'll tell you a little bit of last night. So last night, things changed last night because I actually got kind of lucky last night from the. I mean, not that anytime you win, it's no one's expected to win. But last night, I did. I had Gay. I had told you guys Gay, and I liked Gay a lot. But then when the DeMarcus Cousins got upgraded from doubtful to questionable, and I thought that meant that he was probably going to give it a go. So I immediately started changing lineups out, and I lost a lot of Kevin Love as a result. But luckily, the one lineup that had Kevin Love in it was the lineup that had all the other right guys in it. But I had about 3 teams with Kevin Love, but they also all had Rudy Gay. And then the minute I had to pivot off of Gay, or I thought I had to pivot off Gay, I did, and then I had to lose other people. What happened was it got me off of Gay, but then Cousins didn't play, and I tried to get back on Gay, but by that point the lineups were like locked, and I couldn't like get other people in. Like the people that I had substituted in had already started, and there wasn't anybody that I could get to that was better, and I would have left like $2,000 on the bench, and I didn't want to do that. So had Cousins not got upgraded to questionable, I would have just rolled with Gay, and I would have lost all the money yesterday. So sometimes fate, can work to your advantage, I guess. I'm getting lots of bings and dings, but they're all on Facebook, and it's really you have to be logged in YouTube account. Just go to his channel. Tim Kaiser. This guy's won 160K in the last month. You'd be dumb not to wait around to hear what he has to say. Thanks, Ben. DFS is fun is the name of the channel. I think that's what I named it. Is that what I named it, guys? I'm not entirely sure. I did this one night on a whim. I think that's what it is. DFS is fun. I had Gay on my lineup all day until that boogie news. Yeah, so sometimes news like that, like it ended up being wrong. Like leaving Gay in was the move, but because of that little hiccup, because Cousins didn't go, but because of that little hiccup, it made me have to start altering, and it worked out. that could have been bad. Could have been real bad. Jerry Jones says, anytime I hear questionable, it's usually that he will play, in my opinion. Now, so this is a little early to get things, started here. I just figured I'd start the dialogue. I'll probably jump back on once the information comes out. But I figured we could start talking and I can answer questions about anything that you guys are thinking about. Sorry, I'm getting text messages. R2D2 is my thing. I gotta make that stop doing that. So I heard some people were talking, and I don't think they were talking in an uncouth manner. They were just saying that there's a lot of this talk when you have a bankroll and you can play the high dollars. It's easy and blah, blah, blah. It is not easy. I said this before, and I'll say it again. When you have a bankroll and you're able to play in the higher dollar tournaments, yes, your high scores mean more. A score that takes down a $300 tournament or a $1,000 tournament. I don't ever join the $1,000 tournaments. I may start. I don't know. But the scores that win those tournaments usually don't win the lower dollar, higher field. So you are at a disadvantage, so to speak, by playing in the lower dollar. But there's lots of ways to attack this. You can play in the lower dollar and just grind it out, grind it out, grind it out, grind it out until you're ready to put on your big boy pants and, slam home a big entry. Or you could take a break. You go to your job, do your research, track your lineups, put them in the quarter things if you want to just track them. Put them in free tournaments against your friends. Ask a buddy, to join a private free game with you, and then play him and just track how you're doing, how you're doing, how you're doing. And once you haven't played for 20 days or a month, I know it sucks and no one wants to wait, but then maybe you'll have that money saved, and then you can take that shot at that big tournament. And if on that day your guys come in, now you're set. So, my opinion of how to go about it. We got questions here. Awesome, man. Congrats. You are living the dream. Gay fucked me bad tonight. 275 points with Gay, a benched Love, and a benched Vooch. Hey, brother. Can't make the podcast today. Got to work. Any GVP? Yeah, I'm pro Lillard. He can't not watching it. I got to tell him. Yes. Lillard everywhere. I do. I like Lillard tonight. He is he'll be a staple in every single one of my lineups. So Lillard for sure. Go here and you can communicate with them live. The chat box. Thank you, Jared J. Ghost. Says comments are disabled. Scroll up and look at the chat box. Yeah, I don't know. It should be fine. I don't know if you can comment on mobile, Ben. Oh. Lillard dropped 60. Yeah, and so whenever a team plays a team again, okay, and they tore him up the last time, I look at it from a standpoint of the coach. And the coach is going to go in there and go, hey, so-and-so killed us last time. Let's try to lock him down. So a lot of times I don't like to play someone that just crushed it because I feel like the defense, the opposition, is going to try to get him again, for sure. But so many people did well in that game. Plumlee, D'Angelo Russell had a good game. Jordan Clarkson wasn't that great. Kobe, he scored 33 DraftKings fantasy points at $6,000. You're there. I'd like a little bit more, but you're there. So in this situation, I just feel like so many people did well. There's no way to shift coverages. It's not like one guy banged up LA for whatever 65 fantasy points and everyone else was crap. So they can't focus all their attention on Leonard because they'll get eaten up, or Lillard because they get eaten up by everybody else on the court. So, Ish, thanks for the advice. I cashed and got first 300 score last night with just one lineup better. Yeah, please, if you're listening and you're watching, I'd like to know how helpful what it was that I gave you guys was. So please, any stories that are hey, I did well with your information, or you really put me. I had some people tell me that me putting them on Canon really helped because it freed up salary in other places, and I like hearing that kind of stuff, man. I want to. That's why I'm doing this, and I'm gonna do this for a while, and I'm probably gonna start a website, and I'll have some kind of a subscription fee, and it'll be like this, We'll just talk talk sports, and I don't know what a fair subscription fee would be. I don't know. Is $20 a month too high? $10 a month too high? Because it's not really like I'm giving in depth NBA analysis. It's more my feel, and I'm kind of giving you, my plays. Um, I mean, I guess it's got to be worth something. Maybe $10 a month. I don't know. But see, then I got to do it every day. Maybe I'll make it $1 a podcast. Like you can't view it unless you pay $1. That way, if I don't want to do it one day, like I don't have to. I don't have people bitching and moaning. I paid $10 for this. You should be there every. I'm one guy. I'm not a team of guys. I'm one dude. Um. So Jared Jones says your Cannon pick made everything possible. I'm not sure if you knew he was starting or not. I didn't care. I really didn't care. Off the bench until I'll tell you right now, you play Isaiah Cannon all the way up to 4,500. At 4,500, he's too expensive. But at 4,400, play him. Glad I didn't go with AD though. I mean, I did say I liked him, but you got to figure out what you're doing. Levine play was chalk, but yeah. Well, yeah, but you also had to have the stones to put him in because that information wasn't out. I mean, Rubio could have gone, so that worked out too. Don't charge. This can be your way of giving back. Don't do it if you want to get paid. Well, I can still give back with the same caring, but once again, this takes time out of my day and out of my lineups and everything like that, and I like helping. That's why I would make it something relatively, nominal. Um, because I mean, I could be spending this time, making lineups or doing something or having a life, doing something. Don't like Nito. I don't think he's Nito at all. Neto. Um, Nah, you should get paid, especially closer to lineup lock where injury news affects your lineups. Yeah, closer to 7 it becomes a sacrifice. Who do you like tonight? I appreciate the help. Thank you, LaShawn Brown. Well, we first live stream made 20K. We could be your lucky charm. Yeah, well, but once again, I got all the risk out there. So, okay, so who do I like tonight? I like Lillard everywhere. I like Lillard absolutely everywhere. I guess if no one's really going to ask me questions, I can just give you what I think. So let me go to my lineups. I like Lillard in every lineup. I will have 100% Lillard exposure. I'm building 3 to 4 lineups depending on how it is I feel. So I love Lillard. Oop, question coming in. Missed out today. Darn. I mean, I'm still here, bro. So Dudley best punt? No, don't like it. Okay, now they're coming through quick. Hold on. Oh, Gatchko. Hey, Gatch, what are you doing here, fucker? Oh, man. I used to do a podcast with Gatch, the Choke on Funny podcast. Mm-mm. Yes, I do like Lillard's. I don't care. If you want to fade him in one, if you want to, I'm not going to, but if you want to fade him in one, fade. Absolutely. He is going to be incredibly high owned, but I'd rather be there. So, once again, I did the tiers with you guys yesterday. So, in the first tier of salaries, I have to empty my lineup. I have to kill it so I have everyone. So, in the first tier, which is the $10,000 tier, you're not going to make it with two $10,000 players. So, you got to choose between Curry, Cousins is probably going to be out. AD, I'm hoping he doesn't go, but even if he does go, I don't like it. Gobert, he's got a hurt shoulder. We don't need that. LeBron James, I like LeBron, but of that group, I'd rather take Lillard because I feel like I'm going to need some salary. So in that section, I like Lillard. Sometimes the GPT fade for no reason. LBD loves to crush the Nets. Thoughts on the play? I do like LeBron James, but the thing is, it's you've got to save somewhere. And I like Kevin Love again a lot tonight. Now, let me go through the tiers and just tell you who I like at the tiers. So I like Curry, of course, can be played, but with the blowout, until DraftKings or these sites come up with some kind of adjusted pricing for the blowout, I, I want a guy who's going to play the most minutes. And even though he may score a shit ton of points in the 28 minutes he's on the court, it that doesn't always happen. Last night Curry was perfect, and I know that Curry is incredible, but he was perfect. He's not gonna be perfect, and if he's not perfect and he plays 30 minutes, then he's got a 48 to 52 points ceiling, and that's great. But I think Lillard can get that. So, thoughts on Plumlee? I like Plumlee. With your help yesterday, I finally passed 300 points on DK. If Davis didn't get hurt, I would have killed us. So thanks for the Covington and Cannon too. Okay. Blah blah blah. So that's that tier. In the next tier, I like Kyle Lowry. It's now like sub 9K. I like Kyle Lowry. I don't know what's going on yet with Kawhi Leonard and if the same guys are going to sit as yesterday. If they do, I would like Kawhi more. I like Kevin Love. I'm really interested in going after Gay again, but here's the decision that you have to make when it comes to that. If your lineups always have to make sense with themselves. So if I'm projecting that I'm not playing Curry because it's going to be a blowout and he's going to get benched, then it's going to be a blowout and Rudy Gay is not going to play a full load of minutes because it's going to be a blowout and he's going to get benched. So a Curry Gay lineup, if you're optimistic that that game will stay competitive, then I like that a lot. But because I don't like Curry because of the blowout potential, I feel like this is going to be won tonight by figuring out which backups from Golden State to take when inevitably Golden State blows San Francisco just out of the water. Um, in the next tier, trying to look at your questions back and forth. Thoughts on John Wall? Being from DC, I might actually go to that Wizards game tonight. I don't think they sit. They just stayed in San Antonio. Yeah, so then that would take me off of Kawhi Leonard because of his ultimate upside. So I like Kevin Love again tonight. I like Rudy Gay, but I'm not going that route because I just predict the game flow and the game script to be different. Brooke Lopez, no, not interested. Now we get into the $7,000 guys. There's really not a single dude I like here other than DeMar DeRozan. Paced up game in DC that I'm probably going to go to. Maybe I'm a little hotter on that game than I should be, but I think it's the third highest over under of the night, and Washington's playing paced up, so it's going to be a paced up game. It's a close game. It's got only a 3-point spread, so it's just stays tight. It's just stay competitive. They should get their full allotment of minutes. I mean, God willing, it goes to overtime. You get a little extra run. So I like DeRozan. Barbosa's birthday today. We got a narrative. We got a narrative. How about Collison and Bazemore? Don't like Collison or Bazemore. Not that I don't like them, but I'm just not going there. See, I'm not trying to. If you're asking me a question, this guy or this guy, that's something I can answer. If you ask me just to tell you about a player, I might not necessarily have information about him. Maybe you guys can tell me something because when I go through and I look, once I decide what it is that I like, that's the people that I'm knowledgeable about, so to speak, for that broadcast. Because you can't look at every. I mean, I look at everybody, but I can't look at everybody. With Trey Burke and Neto at minimum price, he has to hit at least 20 points. I think there's better places to go. I think there's better places to go. Let me keep telling you who who I'm going with. So Horford, don't like Horford. Uh, if he's dealing with Duncan, Teague is interesting, but I'm not going there. Ish Smith and Ryan Anderson are the people that you want to look at if Davis sits, if the brow sits. But if the brow goes, then I feel like I won't even go near New Orleans. I won't take a single Pelican. Fly, Pelican, fly, fly, Pelican. Uh, what else we got here? Farouk Aminu, I like, but I'd rather have Plumlee and Lillard in that game. But if you want to get a little crazy, you can go for a Kamina. Go for a Kamina. Tristan Thompson not tonight. Plumlee and Kufis, I like at center. So let me just give you the. We'll just do it this way because it's so weird today, and it's pretty much just trash after the first couple of guys. So the only people I'm considering at point guard tonight are Curry is like a flyer. Like maybe I'll do one with Curry in case it's not a blowout. And on that lineup, I would make sure to pair Gay with him, and maybe McLemore is salary relief if Cousins sits, or Rondo. Something like two guys. Lillard, I love everywhere. Kyle Lowry, I like. John Wall, I'm not doing it. You can. I don't really like it. Although I'll probably have one lineup with him as a result of I might be going to the game because let me see. Ish and Anderson only if what's his not sits, only if the brow sits. And then after that, I don't like any other point guards. D'Angelo Russell, I've got him in a lot of my lineups, so I like him tonight. And then you can go Lou Williams if you're predicting blowout, and he gets a little more run there. Now let me check your questions, and I'll go to the next guy. Traber questionable. I don't think they said Gordon sees huge increase with 80 out as well. Yes, but I would rather. Let me go to Gordon. Gordon. Where are you? You person. Eric Gordon at shooting guard. Yeah, at shooter guard, I'd rather have DeRozan. And I know I can plug him in like the guard position or the utility position, but then once we start looking at them, as a whole like that, I don't. I may go back to the Danny Greenwell, using my logic of here's a guy that like screwed me last night. Danny Green scores 2 more points, I win four more points, I win 40 grand instead of 20 grand. Not complaining, but that's just a fact. And if he goes off for 35 instead of his 16, I think I win another 100. So I may give him another shot. Tonight, I don't feel as confident tonight, guys, about this slate. Sometimes you look at a slate and you're just like, yeah, this is where I gotta go. Like this is the answer. My gut feelings are Hollis Jefferson is not as good a play as he has been. He's very, very good, and I put him in a lot of my lineups, but I think tonight might be the day to fade him because he's going to be guarding J.R. Smith, I'm assuming, and all J.R. Smith does is hang out by the perimeter waiting to launch threes. So he's not going to get as many rebound opportunities. And if you look at all of his games that he did well, he had double doubles, 11 rebounds, 12 rebounds, this and that. So if he only gets his points, 8 to 13 points, but he gets 5 or 6 less rebounds as a result of the fact that he's not going to be crashing the rim because he's out on the perimeter unless they're long rebound. I mean, anything can happen. A rebound can come anyway. But I'm saying he's not going to be guarding someone who's driving the lane a bunch, and so he's going to be down low. He's not going to be. He's going to be out on the perimeter. So his rebounds go down, his points go down. I think there's a better place to go. I think you spend up at that position, and you take Bradley Beal, you take DeMar DeRozan. See, sometimes this show isn't necessarily about who to take, but like who to avoid that people are going to be on. Rondé's been great, and if this is the thing that I say that screws it for the night, then it'll screw it for me too. But you can choose to do that or not. Average will be around 22 because of pop antics. Yeah, you can't trust that guy, dude. I don't play green, but I play green in at least one lineup for the day when you draft. Yeah, that's what you throw a lineup away. You throw one. If you like the other two or three, or whatever, toss one in the garbage because the day it happens, light the lamp. So shooting guard, I'm pretty much sold on DeRozan. I like him a lot. Now, at small forward, LeBron James, yes, he can do whatever he wants whenever he wants. I have yet to put LeBron James in a lineup. I'm thinking he'll make it into one of my 3 or 4 lineups. He'll be a one-off for me. I will not be building my lineup around him. I'm building my lineup around two guys in particular. And the first one, everyone's on me with Lillard. And the second one, call me a homer, Nene's out for the Wizards, which means Chris Humphries, I'm assuming, has to play 30 minutes, maybe more, in a fast paced, paced up competitive game. So if Humphrey gets 30 minutes, he can get 30 points, 30 fantasy points. And at $4,000, he's going to more than 6x his salary. So I'll be selling out tonight on Humphreys and on Lillard. And then peppering in, Caspi, not Caspi, peppering in Kufis as a center. Plumlee I like, but to get Plumlee, I have to come off Love because I'm not going to budge off Iguodala if he gets into the starting lineup. Like, this really is a feel it out, time in the day to do this. But I was bored. I'm sitting here, I'm looking at lineups. I figure, do it. Gortat is also a rap killer. He has done really well. He might be a decent center with Nene being out over Hump. I just don't like Gortat. I like guys that have the ability to shoot threes. Dudley worries you in terms of chumps. If no Fareed, all the Gallinari, please. I haven't looked at Gallinari today. He's not on my radar. He's not in any of my lineups currently. He could get there, but I don't think I'm gonna go that route. I'll know more later. Guys, make sure you subscribe to this to the live stream. That way I can, because I'm gonna do these. I don't have a set time yet, so I'm just kind of doing these things randomly and letting you guys know on the DFS Master site. Okay. Thought Plumlee Lakers suck against, but they do. The Lakers do suck against bigs, but because of the way my salary went, I was forced to put in Kufis, and I like Kufis. I like Plumlee the most. But you can't just sit there and go, oh, I like Plumlee the most, so I got to have him if it makes the rest of your team worse. And for me, with how I want to do it, it's, called myself the Gortat Homo, Cherry J. I mean, I love the Wizards. I'm a Knicks fan, but I support my local squad. Um, so Humphreys is like my super sleeper of the day. But as I said, I gotta be. I'm a little lost as to Gatch. Are you still there watching this from wherever you are? You still? Why are you watching this? Are you playing fantasy? Don't you live in New York? Aren't you banned? Uh, Jay Randall or Ed Davis for punts at power forward. Between the two of those, I would rather have Randall. But I don't think I would take either of those as my punt at power forward. I would take Chris Humphries. Would be my power forward, punt. How about Rudy Gobert or Favors against the Pelicans? If AD is out, hey Gatch, why are you watching this, dude? You just want to see what I'm doing? Oh, you're good. Do you play? Are you been playing? If Davis doesn't play, I like Gobert, but not more. He'll be low owned, not more than Plumlee. So at that same price point, I believe he's the same price point. Um, it's a pivot. I don't want to do it. I need a little more information about Favors. I need to know what's happening with that Pelicans lineup because until like this was a bad time to do this. Like I said, I just wanted to come check in and let you guys know I'm around. I'm gonna try to jump back on around like 5 or something because then I'm hoping there'll be some information by that. I wish I could go right up to lineup lock, but I've got to build my lineups. So I don't know, give me your thoughts. Ask me some questions. This guy or this guy? Do you like this guy or this guy? My lineups pretty much have. Let's go to my lineups. My lineups have Lillard everywhere. I've got three in right now. They have Lillard everywhere. They have Humphreys everywhere. I hope I don't regret that. Two out of the three are rolling Kufis. D'Angelo Russell is also in all of them. Ryan Anderson, I have a lot of shares of. And then I facilitated between like Iguodala or facilated. What's the word? That's bad. I'm a very smart person, but I can't think of this word. It's a big word to say back and forth. Gash, give me the word I'm trying to say, buddy. Help me out. I vacillated. That sounds dirty. I vacillated. I don't think that's it either. Whatever. I've gone back and forth between putting in Lowry, putting in Gay. Like I can't give you guys like my whole lineup. I'll tell you that Lillard, Humphreys, and D'Angelo Russell are all the way through all my lineups. And then I've got exposure to Iguodala, Love, DeRozan, Russell, Anderson, Lowry, Plumlee. Like that's the pool. But as I said, that could change. NBA is very fluid, and that's why I like it the best because the people that are going to win are the people that are going to sit there and wait for the information. Like you can set just about any other lineup and go out and have fun. But if you're playing basketball, can't do it. You've got to be right there glued to the information as it comes out. No, I wasn't looking for fluctuating either. It's a V word. It's a Gatch. You don't know the word I'm looking for, dude. I've vacillated. I've vacillated. I've vagina baited. Something. It's definitely not vagina baited. But how about D Carroll against the Wiz? Wiz got to be the worst team in the NBA covering the small forward position. Yes, I concur, but Carroll's just too streaky for me. Great GPP play. Aldridge tonight, I don't like it. Vacillated. Boom. Vacillated. I think I said that. Oh, no, you're laughing and saying that's not it. Someone tell me what it is. Anyways, Aldridge, I don't play Aldridge. I don't like him. Not with that team. And with Popovich, who the hell knows? Who knows? Um, any other questions? Because if there's nothing else, crack a lack in here, I'll jump off and I'll come back when there's more information. I just wanted to jump on, see if you guys had any questions about my win last night, um, or anything about that. How's married life, Gatch? How do you like Collison if it's a blowout? Yeah, I mean he'll get the extra run, but I also worry about if Rondo's doing really well, even in a blowout, if he's like 2 boards and 2 assists away from a triple double, like they'll leave him in. And so thank you, Matt Adkins, for congratulating me on the win. Appreciate that. What was your lineup from last night? Hey, I'll tell you my lineup last night. My lineup last night was, I told you guys, I said, what's his nuts is the man. Cannon is the man. All that salary saved. I'm getting secret text messages now. Oh, well, I'm sorry you got dumped out. Gotcha. Okay. So I had Cannon, Harden, Covington, Love, Kufis, Danny Green, Kawhi Leonard, and Zach LaVine for 355 points. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. Sending text messages off to people that actually know me that were listening to this. Love, green, or favors. Between all those names, I like love the most. I like love the most of those. And then after that, favors. Dudley or Biombo. If you're looking to save salary, I mean, I've already said I'm saving it with Humphreys. I mean, yeah, they're on the court. They they're gonna touch the basketball. They'll touch it. They'll throw it at the rim. It can go in there. You know. But I'm not thinking about any of either of those guys. They're not on my radar. Someone else said something. Thoughts on Caspi? I like Caspi, but I'm just afraid of that whole game because of the blowout, potential. And I'm not really sure. Maybe you guys can tell me. Does Caspi get run if? Because I haven't really been watching the Sacramento Kings that closely. Does Caspi get run in a blowout, like no matter what, or will they rest him? Hold on. I think that would work. This is the best way to start too. Thanks, buddy. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm distracted, guys. You won't be touching Ish tonight. Drew's out on back-to-back games. As of right now, no. But that's a function of Anthony Davis and not knowing it. If Anthony Davis is out, as I expect him to be, then yes, Ish will end up. That'll probably be the fourth lineup I built. We'll have Ish involved. Your rock impersonation is much worse than your DFA. Hey, you better know your role and shut your damn mouth. It's funny, my girlfriend thinks it's a great impression. I'm going to show that was said by someone. She's like, it's such a impression. I'm like, I don't think you have a good ear for that. Anderson super stack. I mean, yeah, you could do it. I don't like taking that many people from one team. I like to cap it at two guys. Unless their salaries are such where you can. Like if you got like a 30 something $100 guy and then a $9,000 guy, a $3,900 guy, and a $5,000 guy all on the same team, then yes, you can start those three guys because you're looking for one guy to get his 50 or 60 points, one guy to get 30, and then the scrub to get you 25. So Joe Johnson tonight needs some shooting guard that hit mid-level pricing. I'm paying up at shooting guard. I don't like any of them. I don't like any of them that are down there. They do not impress. They do not impress the great one. I'm pretty sure. I'm talking about lame. I believe on my. Yeah, it's right here. I think you'll be able to hear it if I do this. But I put this by the thing. If you smell what the Rock is cooking. The Rock says. I've actually got that. Wesley Matthews tonight? No, don't like him. Hey, Tim Kaiser. Are you the one talking all the ish? Is that you? Or is that somebody else? Were you guys able to hear that? Is that the way to do that like this? All right, now I'm losing people that are watching. People are tired of. They're like, we came here for the information, asshole. You don't come here for the information. You come here to talk. You come here to laugh. You come here to shoot the shit. The minute this becomes about stats and stats and stats, it's going to be boring. It's going to be like every other show, and I think you'll have the same success rate. I guess that's my point. I think you'll have the exact same success rate as you have now, but you'll be entertained maybe a little bit. So I love D'Angelo because of what he did last time, and he's young, and in a blowout, I think he still gets run. So that's what I like. Aminu or Barnes? Aminu. Amino. Um, Here, I'll go. You know what you can do? Okay, so you just asked the question. Good question. Anybody know what the usage at the beginning of the season of Nene when he was out? Jared Jones. So go to NBAWowie.com. I'm going to go there right now. So NBAWowie.com. And now we're going to select, you guys can all do this with me. We're going to select the Wizards and we're going to populate their starting lineup. So we're going to put in Wall. We're going to put in Humphreys. Put in Beal. I don't know why this isn't dragging down Humphreys. Gortat. And Porter. And then we're also we're going to run this. And then we've got to take Nene. Put him off the court. Nene. Hey. Nay. All right, now this has got to do its calculating or whatever. You guys use NBA Wowie? Great site. So here we got usage rates here. When these five guys are on the court, Bradley Beal 26.5, John Wall 26.5. Humphreys is actually used the least. He's got a 15.3% usage when all those guys are on the court. But he's going to have to get run with some of the second team, I would imagine. So I'd have to go back and watch the games and figure out, who he comes in. But if he gets 6 minutes total, 7 minutes total with the second team, his usage might go up to 20%-ish. And that'll be the time for him to shine. I mean, he's $4,000. He's got to get to 20 points to not kill you and break your heart. And if he gets to 30, it's crushed it. Kuvas or birthday boy Bogut? I know Cousins play. Golden State's just too dangerous, man. Yes, I'd go D'Angelo over Clarkson. That's me. Clarkson had a terrible game against them, and I just think it'll be the same thing. Kobe gets benched going 0 for 10, therefore Russell hogs the ball. Oh, I don't think they'll do that. I like Lou Williams in a blowout. Did your DK sweatshirt straight? Oh wait, we got a friend hitting me up right now. Hold on. I'm in the middle. of doing a podcast show thing. You're coming my way. All right, I'll see you when you get here. All right. Yeah, I'm here for interaction. If you were boring and not funny, I'd be doing something else. Yeah, it's a play. You throw it on, you listen, you have a question. I'll answer. I mean, it's supposed to be fun. I'm not crazy about him typically, but I've ended up with love and a lot of lineup thoughts. I love love. And I actually last night I loved gay love, the gay love combo. I had a lot of gay love last night, and gay love did not work out. Love worked out. Gay didn't work out. I think I'm gonna go gay love tonight in one lineup. I'm gonna go after some gay love, and that lineup will probably have Curry. Do you only play on DK? No FanDuel for you. I've tried FanDuel. It's just the points are a little bit different. The salary is different. I learned on DraftKings that's the and I'm winning on draft. Why jump ship? Any love for Scola? No. No love for Scola. Not tonight. I do not love Scola. Are you going to have gay love sessions? Oh, that's good. That's good. I like that. Gay love sessions. I like it. That's really funny. Usually I say the funny things. That's good. Damari Carroll for tonight. Don't like it. Rather have Lowry or DeRozan. I mean, I know his salary's less, but I wouldn't go to Carroll. I mean, you can do anything. It's a GPP, but that's not the route that I went. It's a question. Do you want to go with me or fade me? Am I gonna win another one tonight? Or I didn't win the other ones, but am I gonna have a big score, like a top three for 20 grand, 15 grand, whatever? Oh, okay, Kufis or the birthday boy Bogut. Yeah, you asked that before. I don't I don't trust Golden State. They're too good, and then these fuckers come out, man. So Kufis, Kufis, but that's because of his really low price and the they're gonna have to run the ball through him on some level. They're gonna have to try to get him down low with Bogut and Azili. And when Azili comes in, they're a completely different team. They play a completely different way. Do you like Plumlee or Gobert more tonight? I like Plumlee is gonna score more points than Gobert tonight. That's my prediction. But let me look at the prices. Let me look at their prices, please. Because right now I've got Kufis in a lot of my line because it allows me to do other things. But I'll probably put Plumlee if Davis starts, I'll pull Anderson, put in Plumlee, spend it there, and then go 4,500 at my forward position. Plumlee, Gobert. Yeah, I think Plumlee scores more points than Gobert tonight. But plus they play so slow. Utah plays really really slow. So there's a few less possessions, and every point matters. So I'm going with Plumlee. If you go Gobert, he will be a contrarian play. He's $100 more expensive than Plumlee. Zaza Pachulia is also interesting, but I just can't bring myself to pull the trigger on it because once again, I tier the salaries. So I go at this grouping because I'm not looking at it, center compared to center. We get down to where these guys are when you look at them as like all, and I see Plumlee, Gobert, and guys like Randall, Carroll, Pachulia, like these are all that grouping of salaries. Don't look at it as a position, look at it as a salary. So I would rather pay the 6,400 to get Aminu, save someplace else. Come up to Ish Smith, come up to Bradley Beal, and hope for a competitive game with a lot of three balls. You know, I don't like anyone really in that trash section. If I'm going with Gobert, so it's not what center do you like between Gobert or Plumlee? Who do you like in the 6,200 to $5,800 price range? And that's going to be Eric Gordon, hands down. Eric Gordon, I feel, will have more points than any of those other people. But then once you realize that you have to, you know, do it by position, then you may have to go Plumlee or what have you. But if you're asking me at the price point, that's who I'd take. Lou Williams just got confirmed out. Ooh, that makes Russell a little bit better. I figured out some exposure to Utah backcourt is a good thing if Davis is out. Went favors though. So 30 minutes, and Nene was in that game. Got 20. Yep. Lillard, Lowry, Plumlee, Ryan Anderson core. I like it. I like it. That's strong, Sean. I like it. Drop the link on the wall, not in the comment section. What are you telling me here, buddy? I did drop the link. That's how this whole thing started. That's how all this started. DFS Masters. Oh, okay. I didn't put the. I guess I didn't put the link there. Okay, so let's edit this post. Oh no, I did put the link. Because how the hell do people find me? Yeah, it's right there. What are you talking about, Keith? That's there. Clarkson. DMC. Confirmed out now. Boom. Give me some gay love. So yeah, now Koofus being Plumlee is now the guy that's going to be less owned, in theory, if people are paying attention. See, in my tournaments, all the sharks are there. So I don't know if going Koofus is. I mean, I still have Koofus because the other things I can do, but as other information comes out, um, I may have to look into that. I may have to change something because Koofus is high owned. Then it might make sense to go Jaja or Plumlee. I, I just don't know. Myers Leonard sucks, dude. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. He's burned me. So I'm not a fan. But maybe I'll lose Plumlee. Maybe Jaja will be my pivot. Jaja Koofus Plumlee? It's a way to go. It's definitely a way to go. Yep, I just got the Roto Grinders. That's why you got to get on this, dude. The Roto Grinders notification. I mean, Grant, you got it earlier. You must have been staring at it, but these are usually pretty quick. Boom. DeMarcus Cousins out Saturday. Trying to see if there's any information coming in on the phone. There is not. All right, so are you guys done with me? For now, it's called Roto Grinders. It is the RG lineups. That's how you'll find it, and it's got like a little gear shift or whatever. Like that's it there. It's blurry, but Roto Grinders lineups. And then just make sure to enable push notifications. Gay love sessions. What time do you think you're gonna get back on? I got a friend coming over now, so I'm gonna talk to him about some stuff. I'm gonna call my other boy who knows a lot about NBA. I'd love to get him on it. No thoughts on NFL. Just I'm so swamped with NBA, and I've been winning in NBA that I can't even. It's ironic because I love the NFL and it's like the biggest fantasy sport, but I've paid almost zero attention ever since October 27th hit. I've been an NBA guy, and after grinding it out for 3 weeks or whatever, I finally had that big $100,000 score, and now it's you couldn't pay me to watch the NFL because I'm spending all my time looking at lineups. So I'm gonna get back to that. This was a lot of fun, guys. Well done here, Chris. Thanks a lot. Let us know when you jump back on. Have you ever used OwnerBox for the app? It's just like Roto Grinders, but they give updates. Sometimes Roto Grinder doesn't. Nope, not familiar with it, but I could take a look. Yeah, so I'm guessing 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock ish. I'll be here. All right, guys. I'll post it up on the site. All right. So hope you guys had fun. Any last minute questions you want right now? Because I feel bad. I don't want to run out on someone. So I'll give it another 5 minutes. I'll stay here till 3 o'clock. Just firing questions if you have them, and they don't even have to be about the night's slate. It can be about anything. I want to ask you about stand up. You want to ask me about the time that I met Dane Cook. I mean, anything. Anything. Who gives a shit? Isn't that church time? Uh, what, like, because football's on? Oh, I mean, I'm a Catholic the way most Catholics are Catholics. Easter, Christmas, maybe not even then. Should we call you Chris, Christopher, or Mr. Culosi? Chris. Chris is good. You can call me Chris. That's what people call me. When I perform, I'm Christopher Culosi because I just like the way that sounds. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, Christopher Culosi. Actually, no, that's not true. Chris Culosi. They always say Chris Culosi. So I go, Chris Culosi. But if I was in movies and stuff, I'd probably want to be billed as Christopher. It's more professional. That's a problem I don't have yet, though. Now, no one gives a shit about me now. I'm getting more attention from this than I ever did from any of my other stuff. Lakers cheerleaders or Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders? Ooh, Dallas Cowboys. I like a little Southern hospitality in my cheerleaders. Have you ever pissed off an audience? Oh yeah, yeah, but not deliberately. I'm not a mean guy. It's fun. I'm watching the watchers like dwindle now that we're not talking about anything associated with basketball. Yeah, I did a joke about I used to do a joke about like heavy girls and how heavy girls give like the best blowjobs or whatever when I was younger. And I guess that's offensive. I mean, I said it in a funny way. It always got laughs or whatever, but then I just got to a point where it was like, do I really need to ostracize anyone in the crowd? Like, do I have to get my laugh that way? Um, if I'm running low on material or I think the crowd can handle stuff that's a little more not like I'm definitely not PC. I say a lot of insulting shit. But if I think the room can handle like my I don't even want to say it here because it's out of context. I've got jokes about things that you're not supposed to joke about, but they're clever and they're smart and they're funny. Um, how do I get the lineup notifications from Roto on my phone? You just gotta enable push notifications. Um, what's your shtick as a comedian? Guy living with his parents' basement, ranting on credit. No, I do a lot of jokes about relationships. I do a joke. I guess I can do like a little piece of my act. Like I'll tell people, it's hard to meet women. You know, it's hard for me to meet women right now because I'm right in between like bangable weights. You know, like 20 pounds less heavy, I'd be in good shape. I'd have abs and like women would want to bang me. 20 pounds heavier, I become like a smothering fetish. Maybe I could get laid that way. And it's hard to meet women because where do you meet women? You meet them in a bar. You meet them in a bar, and you never know what you're gonna get. So I think every woman should come with what I call a bar fax. Bar fax. You meet a girl at the bar and you say to the bartender, "Hey, can I see her bar fax?" Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. All right. Comes in every single night and gets shit faced wasted, and then seeks attention from men by making out with girls. I like this model. I like this model. What is this? An 88? It's an 88. Okay, that's a good history on this model. All right, let's see. Mileage. 57 previous owners. But that means she's experienced. All right, let's get right down to it now. Okay, accidents. Ah, shit. 4-year-old. And herpes. She's a lemon. Let's go ahead and send her back. So, like, that's a joke for my act. It doesn't really work conversationally. You got to be on stage, have the mic, and do the thing. So, I'm glad you guys liked it. I also do a thing about, I got a bit about, you notice a lot, y'all notice a lot of ugly people are having kids? Like, seriously, I have a theory about that. Like, I have a bunch of good looking male friends. They have sex constantly, no children. I know, like, 2 or 3 hideous, like, troll looking dudes. They fuck once. Child. And I have a theory about this. Like, think of that, like ugly friend that you might have. Like he's fat, he sweats a lot. You keep him around because if you're ever in like a plane crash on a desert island, you can eat him to survive, like that guy, right? Now, understand that that guy jerks off so much that his semen is conditioned to know that they're always going to end up in like a napkin or a hand towel. If they look around and they see that they're actually in a vagina, they're like, "Holy shit, boys! We may never get an opportunity like this again. Swim!" I don't want to yell. That's another joke from my act. So, anyways, the guy yesterday who looked like Chris Foster's white cousin. People tell me I look like a poor man's Chris D'Elia. And then I was out in LA, and that was weird because he was constantly around. I couldn't get away from this guy. I think I got a picture with him in my phone. I couldn't get away from this dude. He's everywhere. He is Hollywood right now. He's at the Comedy Store every day. Um, where is it? I think it's on our. It's probably on my Facebook page. I really don't know where it is. It's probably on my Facebook page somewhere. But yeah. So I thought it was weird that I asked people like, "Can you stop saying that?" Because it's really weird when you see this guy like all the time. And I'll get to that shooting guard question here in a second, buddy. Um, I mean, I'm already looking for this, so let me just finish. Uh, Top shooting guard DeRozan is my top shooting guard. I cannot find this picture. You guys didn't care that much anyway. But there is a picture of me somewhere standing next to Chris D'Elia. So I could have given you the real comparison of whether or not me and this guy. I mean, I didn't have long hair then, but here it is. I've got like multiple pictures with this guy. That's all he does is just. I mean, he's a working comic, so you're not gonna be able to. I got to figure out a way to share my screen. Of me and that guy. So then when that stopped, they started calling me a poor man's Artie Lang. Do you have any idea how poor you have to be a poor man's Artie Lang? That is not a good. That's not a good spot. And then there's me and Dane after a show. Me and the Daneimal. So fun time. Just waiting. Just waiting for my day where I can head out there. But I'm so entrenched in this right now, and I also don't know what California is going to do with fantasy. If they ban it, then I have to quit to go. Okay, so the top 3 shooting guards. I'm so sorry it took me so long to get to it. I apologize. My shooting guards are the ones I like the best. Are DeRozan, Beal, and fuck, Eric Gordon if AD sits, but that game is paced. It's gonna be paced down. Yeah, because I mean it is a wasteland. It is just hideous. Ugh, ugh. Shooting guard sucks tonight, dude. Pay up or punt it with whoever. With no Davis like Aaron Gordon, yeah, I do. I agree. I agree. Eric Gordon, I wouldn't say he's the number one because of the pace at which the game is going to be played, but I do like him. As a diehard Jazz fan, I'll say this: no one can afford Eric Gordon and allow a lot of threes. No one can guard Eric Gordon and allow a lot of threes. I mean, yeah, maybe I'll take that into. Did you know Dane Cook's brother robbed him? Yes, yes. You look like the brother of a mafia leader that wants to make it to the top of the ladder. Is that an insult? Or is that... I'm so nonviolent. I can't fight anyone. I am not a dangerous man. Although I guess I can look a little scary. You know, make a mean face, let the hair down, look crazy, talk to myself. So yeah, viewers are dwindling. I'm out, guys. I'll try to be back in like 2 hours. Just watch the site, and if I have any more insight, I'll you know give it to you. So is that it? We're good. All right, guys. Please follow this channel. Subscribe to it. Also, subscribe to my Choke on Funny channel. I'd really appreciate it. Get my videos out there, man. The more people that look at me, the more, what I really want to do is make people laugh. That's what this is about. Not a problem, Matt. Appreciate it. Anybody else? Down, yeah, down they're going. 16, 15, 14. All right, I had a good time, and I'll be on probably in about an hour. Or, I'm sorry, in about 2 hours, 5 o'clock. All right? So, thank you guys a lot. Later.